Hi everyone, and welcome to your August monthly Dragon Energy and Messages reading. I'm very excited to do this for you. We have 3 cards to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is perseverance, pile 2 is reflection, and pile 3 is communication. So whatever card or whatever number calls to you, then that is meant to be your pile, and I will see you there. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1 or this perseverance card. I'm just going to set this to the side, okay? And I'll actually read it at the end. They never want to sit here for me. There we go. That might be a little better, but I don't think you can completely see it. We have, okay, tarot, oracle. Here, we're going to do more tarot and oracle towards the end. There is one PSA for my channel that I want to do, and that is, if you've been watching my videos, I've just started saying that being a small Canadian channel, there was a bill passed here in our country. It had to do with social media, YouTube, etc. You can always, go look that up. But basically what has happened is my videos are now not being pushed out to the rest of the world, primarily America, which most of my viewers came from, and then also overseas. So I ask that you share this video because we'll just build a Canadian audience. I'm okay with that, but I know that I do have some American subscribers. So if you can share this video, get it out. Let's just start a little grassroots campaign here and help my channel to grow. I would really appreciate it. Comment, like, any activity you have with this video helps tremendously. So having said that, let's get right into the reading. Pile 1, your card was perseverance. So let's see what the dragons have to say. First card out is the Swan. Transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. Oh, and the Swan is an ancient guide of Avalon, because this is Wisdom of Avalon deck, I do believe is the name of it. Yeah, the Wisdom of Avalon. So interesting. So transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. Okay. And along with that, for overall energy, we have when you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there is a surge of love of self that can override all fear. So for some of you, these can be individual messages by the set of cards, each card, overall, however it resonates with you, pile 1, okay? And in whatever area of your life. You'll know because it's going to make sense to you, right? You don't have to make it fit. So somewhere here, there's transformation, yes, clearly that's going to be happening. And I feel for some of you that transformation is going to help you to get out of a fear-based existence, I'll call it, right? Where everything and anything you do is based on fear or the what if, or oh my God, how, or whatever it may be. I feel that it's important to say that. But let's look at the rest of the cards and see how this all ties together, because they usually do, and it's always so interesting. We have air and water dragon. Helps you to connect to higher frequencies. Well, that would be connecting with your divine spark, right? Your inner guidance, your higher self. Also, if we think of psychic gifts, it helps you to connect to your spirit guides, to God, source, universe, right? All of those things. And it says here, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, express your inner song. Let me just reread this card. When you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there is a surge of love of self that can override all fear. So maybe you do have special gifts or special psychic abilities. They can come in many different ways, and maybe you've been afraid to share them with others. Okay, I don't know. This will be different for everyone. But if so, this is your message to, you know what? Love yourself, all of yourself, even the parts that you think that people are gonna, maybe, kind of stand up against you or say stuff to you, you still You need to be yourself. That's what this is. You need to connect to those higher frequencies, not just to have psychic ability, no, but to have, it's all for that transformation in your life right now, right? You're running fear-based, which means you're not trusting your intuition. So, and I love express your inner song. You need to be you. Okay, there's a tarot that goes with that, and that is the 10 of Swords. This is from the Game of Thrones deck, and I love that. And I believe this card actually comes from, isn't this when they killed Jon Snow? Because they thought he was a traitor, or he had called someone. I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched it. But basically, this is an ending. This is ending that fear for you. That fear-based life. And it can be in whatever capacity, in whatever situation, or, you know, people, places, things. It can be about anything, really. Let's go to the next card. We have Bliss. Okay, Bliss the dragon. I love that, and it's kind of almost like a lightened, we'll call this heart chakra. Well, actually it's his whole front, so it could be his heart chakra and his solar plexus, and yeah, but anyway. So I'm going to actually read about Bliss because there's always something wonderful that comes through. And the 3 of Coins. Well, the 3 of Coins is maybe asking for guidance or going to a mentor or someone that you feel has information that can help you. It can also mean just working harmoniously with other people, and that's what they're doing here. Okay, so let's find out what Bliss has to say, though, because it, like I said, there's always something really interesting, and I can't, honestly, guys, can't remember each and every dragon at this point. I just don't have the I don't think I have the mental space, but anyhow, we have, just want to go through. Oh no, it's the other dragon one that has the actual message. I just want to see what this one says. So bliss is perfection and the ultimate goal of all of our actions. It is everything your soul desires, your soul dedicates its every action to its achievement. Open your heart and know this. Bliss has nothing to do with owning and possessions, but boundless freedom and peace lie within. That's the message that I'm taking from that. Okay. They're saying that's good. It's having that freedom to be yourself. So again, and this can be in any situation, but I'm going to go back because we are talking psychic gifts and intuition. It'll, for everyone, it's going to be different. But specifically to that area, be yourself. You will find bliss and happiness in your life when you're able to be yourself. For others, you will find bliss and happiness in your life when you're going to be working with others, or when you're able to let go of that fear, when you're able to let your light shine in whatever capacity that is. Okay, let's go to the next one. Luna. Yes, this is Luna. These dragons, and this is Luna the dragon, always has a message, again, that I read because it's specific. Ooh, and with it, isn't that interesting that it's Luna who looks very, well, I know it's moon, right? But just still, it's kind of that icy, and who comes up at that, oh my God, I never remember his darn name, but the people on the other side of the wall, and he's all icy and has those blue eyes, but Judgment comes out with that. So let's see what Luna has to say. Luna, Luna, where are you? XX. Here we go. Luna is connected to our moon and her phases. She is a mother figure, and due to her watery nature, she connects to emotions, creativity, and of course, water. She says, if you have been feeling overwhelmed, it is fine to ask for help. This is not a weakness, but an acknowledgement that you have been strong for too long on your own. A little self-care, and we talked about love of self here, okay, wouldn't go amiss either. You can only fully be who you want to be once you embrace and accept what you really feel. Only then can you truly transform. She urges us, oh my gosh, you guys, this is perfect. She urges us to follow our creativity and to revisit latent talents, or we could also say talents from a past life. All right, whether it's musical, written, or in a field of performing, and so on and so on. She says these activities are good for the soul. You can lose yourself in the moment, become engrossed in a piece of work, and embrace the bliss that accompanies such activities. Now, what are the chances? The bliss. We were talking about bliss. These cards come out, I'm telling you, right? They come out meant for one another. Okay. So what I want to say here is, again, with Luna, it's maybe developing your psychic abilities. That is all based on intuition, emotions. It's very watery. Okay. This is Luna, the moon. Also, it's embracing the emotions within yourself. So if fear is one of those emotions that comes up for you, then you learn to overcome it. You work on it as a shadow, right? And how do you overcome it to find your bliss? Now, with the Judgment card with that, what I want to say is, I think she also said something about, I closed the book already, but calling upon others or something. And I want to say, isn't that what they did to fight the White Walkers? They all grouped together, enemies. They all came, some of them, they all came together for one common good. That could be a message for some of you out there. Okay, because I said about working with others, so maybe that's it. You're going to have to work with others somewhere for a common good. That can be its own individual message. Oh, I love the way this is turning out. Let's get the last cards. We have understanding, looking at both sides, and 7 of Spears. Okay. Well, I feel if you're living, like when you're living from a balanced place, you're able to look at both sides. And maybe somewhere in your life, again, specific message, you have been dealing with people that aren't able to look at both sides, and you felt like you've constantly been defending yourself. Maybe for some of you, you've constantly been defending yourself against your special gifts. Okay, maybe you've constantly been defending yourself for why you want to find the bliss in your life, for why you want to be the swan where water, this is like water can just roll off the swan's back. But you may have been having to defend transformation in your life. They see you changing and they're bugging you about it, and you're constantly defending. But you have the gift pile one of being able to look at both sides of things. And I feel like it's going to ease your burden here with other people. And also back to the Judgment card too, I want to say, just because in the beginning we've talked about many different things that could be happening here for you in pile one, but it all does tie together in a way. Back here, when we were talking about your psychic gifts or it could be any gift. Maybe you're a great healer. Maybe Reiki is what you do, right? Maybe you're a counselor. Maybe you're a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I don't know. You're helping people though, and you're working with others. Oh. You're letting your inner light shine to do that. Okay, I'm saying this all for a reason. Let's just go with it. But you're trusting your intuition too in whatever it is that you do. But back to the psychic gift again, psychic gifts, right? To trust your intuition, right? Develop those gifts. This is time for you. Remember it said back over here, connect to your divine spark. And with Judgment, this can also be, well, it is rising up. They were rising up against the White Walkers, but this is you rising up in maybe a spiritual manner. Maybe you're about to have the change. Transformation is a spiritual awakening. It will be different for each one of you. But I feel like those are the overall messages. So let's get some tarot, and then let's do one last oracle card after that, and we'll read this perseverance. Perseverance, I said, it's going to, because you're able to see the both sides of things, you're going to have an easier time. Persevere through this, okay? This is stuff coming to an end for you, and you're going to emerge, I think, a lot stronger, maybe with some spiritual, more spiritual knowledge, a more blissful life, a more balanced and flowing life. Okay. Four of Swords. Okay, love that. Oh, and also, I'm so sorry. This is why my readings could go on forever. I try to keep them short and sweet. I also just look back up at that trader. Jon Snow, he didn't give up. Perseverance. He knew that he was going to catch, you know, crap from the other Night's Watch. Oh my gosh, I really need to brush up on these if I'm going to use this deck. But the other guys that he worked with on the wall, right? But he didn't stop. He stayed true to himself. He saw both sides, okay? And literally both sides of the wall too. All right, so there's a message for some of you, especially if you're Game of Thrones fans. So we have Four of Swords, Seven of Cups, and King of Wands. Yes, all right. So I usually think of these as confirmation, clarification, or further guidance, you know, to what's here on the table. If we think of the Four of Swords, you just may need to take a little time for yourself here, because this could be a lot for you. Maybe you've been feeling like you've had really great intuition, and maybe a psychic gift is developing and it's kind of scared you a little bit, put you into fear. I don't know, but whatever the situation is, you may just need to take a little time out, take a small break, a small rest, because you have choices to make here. And for you, pile one, I feel your choices are you going to let the transformation happen? Are you going to embrace your inner mystic? Are you going to have a spiritual uprising or awakening, you know, and to go with it? Are you going to work well with others? Are you going to be able to keep, you know, I don't think of this as riding the fence. I think of it, well, it says understanding, look at it both sides. Whatever this is, you have choices to make, and they want you to take a little time out before you step forward and make those choices, or make whatever choices. It could be one, it could be four, right? That you have to make. And then we come right into the King of Wands, and look, once the choice is made, they're like, all right, let it go, right? Because he is a visionary. He is fiery and passionate about things, right? He's a leader. So once you make the choice, you're going to go guns a-blazing here, okay? On your dragon, all right? You are going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, when all is said and done, but in a totally good way. Now, just to end, let's read this Perseverance card. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Okay, well, that spoke to that. That was a wonderful way to end your pile, your reading, pile one. So thank you for being here. Like I said, please help support my channel by sharing, especially if you're in another country except for Canada. But even my Canadians, please share too. And liking and commenting, even if it's just an emoji, you know, like a smiley face or a thumbs up saying, hey, we like this message. We like your videos. I would really, really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2 or this reflection card. This is going to be your August dragon energy reading and messages. We're working with oracle and tarot cards. We have overall energy. We also have a tarot and live oracle at the end. And if you came from pile 1, I'm so sorry, I forgot to pull that live oracle at the end. So I'll try to remember it here. I just got so excited because it was such a great message. But let's get right. Oh, before we start, I have to do my PSA for my channel. I am a small, very small Canadian channel just trying to grow. There was a bill passed here a few months back, and when that happened, my videos stopped being pushed out to the US and also different countries overseas. So I ask that if you enjoy this, and even if you don't, if you know someone else who may, please forward the video. Please share it. Any interaction you have as far as liking, commenting, like I say, even if it's just an emoji with a smiley face saying, hey, I love your video, that's all that matters. I really need to try to get this information pushed out. You know what? I'm not tooting my own horn in an egotistical way, but honestly, you guys, some of the greatest messages come out in my readings. I love them. So I want to share them with other people. I'm doing this so that they do get shared with other people, right? This is my way of giving back. All right, PSA over. Let's get right into the reading. Overall energy from, and this is from the Wisdom of Avalon deck. We have the Guides of Fairy, the Fire Fairy, creative action and optimism. She's come out a lot, actually, I think. She's very familiar to me, so I feel like she's come out a lot anyway. And with her, for overall energy, is welcome the solitude. It is time to replenish your weary soul. I feel going along with that, we're really popping into the, or going into the optimism, right? I mean, creative action for some of you is going to resonate. And maybe you need to be creative and do creative things. You know, do you play an instrument? Do you write music? Do you sing? Are you an artist? Are you a tarot reader? Are you a channeler? Like, whatever it is you may do in your life, it could be anything that brings you happiness on the creative side of things. It's going to help replenish your soul if you're just kind of feeling maybe discouraged or tired out. So that could be a message for some of you right off the bat in the overall energy. Remember, we can do it because I do the cards by pairs. It can be a few pairs, it can be overall. So just be open-minded. Don't try to make it fit. Let it resonate with you, okay? Emerald Dragon brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. What's just popping out for me is brings in the healing. When we're talking about replenishing a weary soul, know that good is coming, okay? Good fortune, it could be money, I have no idea. It could just mean things are turning around in a very positive direction for you. Along with the Knight of Cups. Okay, Knight of Cups, very positive. Okay, a couple of things. I'm just going to talk about the Knight of Cups, right? He is bringing in creative opportunities. So maybe that's it. With your creative, by taking creative action, tongue-tied, taking creative action, it's actually going to bring in opportunities for you, or he's going to bring in new, fresh, creative ideas and inspiration for you, right? So new possibilities there for sure. So that's interesting. Let's go to the next card. We have Hope and the Hermit. I want to say here with Hope, what I'm really seeing, I am going to read a little bit about this card, just a small blurb. I just go quickly through whatever jumps out at me. I mention about it because this is Hope the Dragon. And I just feel like maybe this girl, because it is a darker depicted card, right? Maybe she has been feeling down. Maybe she has been hermiting away alone, trying to replenish herself, okay, in whatever way. And I feel we have hope, we have optimism. I just want you to know, pile two, you know, good fortune is coming. Things are going to turn around for you, whatever's happening for you right now, okay? And with the Hermit, it may be that you have to, if you're not taking time away, maybe you do in order to help accelerate, I'm going to say, that healing. Not that there's a time limit or it needs to be done quickly, but just to get it moving forward. Let me go to Hope here and see just quickly if there's a specific message that just pops out when I look at it. Okay, Hope. Interesting. So the name of this girl is Arena. And she created this deck of cards. Black is my spirit guide. Whatever you feel in your heart, we want you to know that you are not alone. The hearts of millions upon millions of light-filled beings are connected through their common goal to bring back the golden age on earth. We know that the path is difficult at times and that moments of doubt can weigh upon our hearts, which is why you have this card. She just wants you to know we will never give up. I love that. They have your back. You can go to dragon energy the same way you go to your angels or your fairies, the way you go to God, your source, the universe, okay? She's here to tell you this is all going to be okay. We have your back. It's almost like the dragon is, he's right down there with her like a friend, reaching out and just kind of understanding where she is right now. And just by the way he's looking at her, giving her hope. Okay. Oh, I love this. I'm not loving pile 2. I feel like some of you could be in a very sad place, dark place, just worn out and weary place, but they're telling you there is hope. Things are going to change for you. And there could even be, if you're a creative person in any way, look, I like to crochet and have been doing it since I was a little kid. It's something I like to do. Is it granny like? Yes. Am I a granny like that? No. But it's creative. I make up my own patterns. I can use whatever colors I want. It makes me feel better. It makes me happy. It's that type of thing. Emergence. Oh my heavens. They are really giving you, okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, pile 2. You see this little dragon? Emergence is his name or her name. Breaking out of the egg, out of the shell. Okay, what does Emergence say here? I always read these dragons because they have beautiful messages and I don't want them to be lost on just my intuitive interpretation or just literal interpretation. We're talking about you turning things around, about you having transformation in your life, okay? The Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to start turning in your favor. You need to break out of this shell, egg, hop on, okay? But let's see what it actually says. You are responsible for your life, your behavior, and your experiences, and more importantly, how you react to them. Emergence says, it's time to reflect. You need to take stock of what you value and what is important to you. Contemplation and quietness are required. We have the Hermit card here, okay? And even her sitting here in what looks like maybe just a place of solitude, we'll say, okay? Your experiences may have been vexing. It is unwise to dwell on them, but you can learn from them. Understand those you need to remember and let all others go. From this place, a new, vibrant you can emerge. But first, you must allow yourself time to reflect, go within to that inner place of peace, and bring forth that which you wish to be. That's all I'm going to say. You need to take advantage of that. You need to hermit away. You need to see, even in whatever moment of despair or whatever it is that you may be in, this is the message. This is why you're at this pile, to know that good things are coming for you. Okay? And it says right here, welcome the solitude, the hermit. You need to replenish. You need to go within and decide who it is that you want to be when you emerge from that hermit mode. Last card we have here is Conquering Your Demons. Oh my heavens. I get so excited too when this happens. Yes, You're going within, you're conquering those demons, those shadows. What is it in your life that you need to let go of? What is it in your life that you can transform and change? Some things may need to be let go of completely. Other things you can transform and change. And, you know, it comes back to that mind over matter. Queen of Swords. Not that I'm a fan of Cersei sitting here. However, it is the Queen of Swords. We'll leave Cersei out of it. I mean, the Queen of Swords is clear thinking. This is you going within and becoming clear with yourself, knowing exactly mentally, mental clarity, what it is that you need to do to emerge, having conquered your demons. And to have clear thinking, even for some of you, what this creative opportunity could be. There's many different messages here. So I love that. And also the Queen of Swords, I mean, yes, she's clear thinking. She's independent, right? She's, you know, she just has her crap together, okay? She really does. And I feel like when you emerge, you are too. Let's pull some tarot. Wow, pile 2. I know, I kind of feel like we may have been coming into this. Maybe whatever, if it's not you, a situation that surrounds you, however that is working out, okay? It's been heavy and hard, but I feel like this is your message straight from the dragon saying, we've got you, okay? Like Hope Dragon here, like the Emerald Dragon. Ace of Cups, brand new beginning, but also a brand new emotional beginning, maybe finding the love for yourself, finding compassion for yourself. It's also joy. Did I say new creativity? I think I did. Yeah. So, okay, well, that certainly confirms and clarifies anything here on the table. Justice. Love that. With the Justice card, this is you, I want to say, rising up. Okay, 1. This is you rising up. This is you finding yourself, you coming out of despair, we'll say. You understand what the example I'm trying to give you. But also when all of this happens for you, when you get clear about it, you bring balance into your life. Okay? Last one, Knight of Wands. Wow, okay. Knight of Wands, fiery passion. They are excited about everything, all right? They just want to get going. That's what I want to say. And this kind of ended the way pile 1 ended, but with the King of Wands, I think. You are going to be so infused with energy, inspired action, passion, being passionate about it, starting this new beginning for yourself. I don't know, maybe if you're even going to recognize yourself, right? I just want to say, though, with a little bit of just, you know, an FYI, a heads up, sometimes nights can get carried away, so just pace yourself a bit. I know it's going to be hard, but remember, you have time. You have time, okay? This is not a race. You have time. All right. Now, the card that I forgot to do for pile 1, so sorry, pile 1, if you came into pile 2, is this card, because there's always a sentence just to help you as you're going through this in some way. There's a dragon on it. There's a flower that maybe you want to bring in and around yourself, or, yeah. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot my other little dragon deck and I don't know where it is. Courage. The flower is the mullein and the dragon is the purple shot copper. Interesting. Let's see what it has to say about courage. Here it is, the saying, how do I show courage every day? The courage to take that time out, the courage to go in and face your demons, your shadows, what it is that's holding you down right now, okay? And then we have the card Reflection, which was the card you chose at the beginning. Now, Reflection here I think is perfect because I want you to go in and reflect on these things, take the time out, okay? But the message on the front of this card is friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. So for some of you, when I said some things need to end completely, some things you can transform. Maybe for a few of you out there specifically, it's going to be when it comes to friendships. So that is your message pile 2. Again, I ask you to please interact with my video here, liking, subscribing, commenting, whatever it is, sharing it with others. And I will see you next month for your dragon energy reading messages. And I appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate your time spent with me. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3 or this card Communication. This is going to be your dragon energy and messages reading for the month of August. I have tarot and oracle cards. We're also going to be doing live tarot and oracle at the end. I have an overall energy here, but the messages could come through in each set of cards, in all of them, or just a few of them. Be open and let the message come to you. Don't try to make it fit into your life or situation, okay? When it resonates, it resonates. You'll know. And it can be in any area of your life, regardless of maybe the overall message that is going to be, say, for the most of you, okay? Now, the other thing I want to do is a quick PSA for my channel. I am a small Canadian channel. I'm going to say it fast. A bill passed here in Canada a few months ago, and when that happened, I was no longer being pushed out. I lost my US audience and my overseas audience. I just have my Canadian audience now, which I'm grateful for and appreciative of. So please share, my Canadians. Please share this video with as many friends as you can. Please like, subscribe. Please also, comment. It all helps, right? Now, if I know I have some US subscribers here as well. So hello, please share with your friends in the US or even some overseas subscribers too. Please share so we can get these videos out. Like I said, this isn't about my ego. This is about, I do energy readings with many different types of spirit guides, okay? And the dragons are one of them. And some of these messages that they bring through, you guys, are beautiful. And I just, I'm here to do it. I'm the conduit, but I'm also the mouthpiece, or, I'm the mouthpiece, right? So I'm saying they want these messages to get out. It's not just me. Anyway, let's get right at it. Thank you for your time of listening to my short PSA. Overall energy, the hawk, omens and messages. The animal guides of Avalon. This is the wisdom of the Avalon deck. I love it. Okay, so overall, the hawk, omens and messages. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory right there. And this is the Avalon magic, these little cards. Gently place your feet on the path you were meant to travel. And isn't that interesting that we have a hawk who just can travel and soar for miles and miles, right? So gently place your feet on the path you were meant to travel. If you're sitting there right now thinking, I have no idea, the message right here, start looking for messages for omens. They will come from anywhere, whether it just pops into your own thoughts, whether you see it on a billboard, hear it on the radio, watch it in a video, watch it on TV, read it in the newspaper, read it online. It's going to pop out at you, and it's like you will know, but you have to be conscious and in a state of awareness, I want to say, okay? So there's a message right there in the overall for someone or many people. Next, we have Sunshine Yellow Dragon. See how I just smiled? It just brightened me right up, especially with the little fawn. Helps you to help animals, okay? Serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. I think I've had this card before. I don't know, or in a different way. So maybe for some of you, what's happening here are messages, okay? Maybe for some of you, you have been thinking about going to become a veterinarian or a veterinarian assistant, or volunteering at an animal shelter, or just adopting more animals into your home. I don't know. It will be different for everyone. But somehow, some way, let me get the tarot that goes along with it. Somehow, some way, with Sunshine Yellow Dragon, you're going to be dealing, helping, serving animals in some way. Okay, whether it's your own or others. And with the Two of Spears, that's you planning it. That's you going, okay, I got it. I got the message. Thank you, God, Source, Universe. Thank you, dragons, for bringing this to me. I hear the message. Now you're going to start planning how it is that you're going to do that. And maybe for some of you, that is the path that you're meant to travel in this lifetime. And maybe you've just been thinking about it and haven't started on it yet. So there's a message. Revelation. Well, this is a revelation to you, not to be cheeky. 8 of Cups. Now, normally this is a dragon deck and a dragon card comes out, but there are also fairies in it too. So I want to pull out here what this revelation card is about, because as I say with these dragon cards, I can't memorize every dragon or fairy that comes in. So I have to look them up. And the messages are usually so great because a lot of them speak directly to you. I know another card that I'll be pulling out does that. So let me see what this says here. He's an elf folk, so he's an elf. Okay. So there once was a time when the veils were thin and wise men and women among our ancestors could pass through them. These people were able to visit the elf folk to fetch holy swords or to ask the elf priests for advice. The elves have the gift of second sight. They can see the future. So right now, and this is true, and you hear this all over, especially YouTube and different readers or you know, just people that you may go and watch because you love what their message that they have. The veils are thinning. We are all becoming, say, more spiritual if you want. You can even say religious for some people. We are becoming closer and closer to God's Source Universe, to our spirit guides. Our intuition is getting stronger. It says, know that any good deed you do in this world is seen in the elf world and is greatly respected. You might want to give money to someone in need or donate something to a good cause. The elf in this card is Landa, and he is a dragon rider among the elven people and a close friend of the dragon queen Alba. In addition, he supports us humans on our way to a new free world, so many elves do from their dimension. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. The message here, I believe, now that I've just kind of read that, I'm sorry, that wasn't very smooth. I was kind of choppy and pausing, but I just like to go over the words, and whatever pops out is what I read, and sometimes it doesn't flow very well. This is you realizing, right? This is you realizing that there is a new path meant for you to travel. That's what this is. This is a revelation. The overall energy, omens, messages coming into you to help you find what that path is. And this guy's a dragon rider, which I think is perfect because this is also my Game of Thrones tarot deck. But along with this card, so this is a revelation. You may have many revelations. But one is you need to walk away from whatever it is that you have been doing, or the way you have been, or the path you have been on, because there's something new for you. So be alert, be aware, use your intuition to help guide you. Ask the dragons, ask God, Source, Universe. to help make those messages as clear as possible. I always say for myself, pile 3, sorry to drag this on, but you know, they say sometimes it's a pebble, then they'll throw a rock, and then it's a boulder. I'm like, you know what, just hit me with the boulder first, because the pebble and the rock really probably aren't gonna grab my attention at all. So usually it comes in boulder style. But anyhow, moving on. Transformation, oh my God, okay. Transformation and 8 of Spears. Wow. So they got you walking away, all right, or their message, their insight, their advice, guidance is, you know what? You need to walk away from whatever it is, because there is transformation coming into you fast and furious, I want to say. And I don't know, well, because of the 8 of Spears here. It's coming fast and furious, right? It's just coming fast and furious. It's time for you to make the transformation. Now, transformation, I will read just quickly from transformation here, because this is where I feel the dragon just speaks directly to you, and it's so cool. So, because this dragon is transformation. And don't you love how transformation dragon is like the coloring of a monarch butterfly, right? What are butterflies? Transformation. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm apologizing. I'm so sorry. I feel like this is not going very smooth, or at least, oh, divine order. It certainly isn't. Okay, you guys, I had to stop and I cut that out. I had the entire wrong book up. Remember how I said I just don't feel like this is going very smoothly, like I'm jumping all over the place? And maybe right now in your life, that's how you're feeling, okay? Because sometimes these things happen it's happening for a reason. Like I was trying to find this card in a different book, and you know, it just feels like everything's a little discombobulated. And maybe that's how you know, that's your sign for some of you that you're not on your right path, right? That you need to change things up. You're restless, okay? Anyway, let me get to transformation's message. Let it go. Fear, pain, doubt, anger, sorrow, and guilt. Transformation tells us you no longer need these experiences. They are in the past. They have completed their task and have no place in your future. By holding on to them, you only keep yourself trapped in old patterns that are no longer of use or necessary to you. A new you is emerging, maybe a quieter, more considered you, but certainly a more powerful you. Having lived through a great many things, now is the time for you to put that experience to good use. Follow your inner guidance and let your old habits and worries slip away, okay? There will always be those who question what you do, but that is their journey. You are on yours, right? Get your feet on the path you're meant to travel. Follow the steps laid out before you, trusting your own inner light as you move toward a fresh way of being you. Wow. I told you it's worth reading the book for for 2 of these dragon decks. So yeah, it's time. It's time to let the past go and to move forward at accelerated speed here. But remember, this isn't a race. You have time, okay? But they want you transforming. You know, like I said, me just being all over the place, I feel like you're all over the place and not quite sure. And maybe this is part of it. You're all over the place, but you haven't been allowing your intuition to guide you to get those messages, those omens coming in, okay? So let's go to last card here, pile 3. Standing up for your rights. Oh my gosh, did it not just say in that book about you may have to, you know, don't worry about the other people that may question you or come up against you. That's their journey. You're on yours. Yeah. Standing up for your rights. You may have to do that. But, you know, I want to say it's challenge, right? Because that is a challenge. But don't put too much into it, because like they said, that's their path. That's their journey. Not yours. And with that is 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. What I feel about this isn't the norm. What I want to say is don't take what they're giving. Normally, the meaning for 4 of Cups is, you know, usually revolves around, you know, don't be so quick to turn away something. This could be good for you. In this case, with this card, I'm saying no. You know what? Don't take what they're dishing out. definitely refuse it, okay? Definitely refuse that fourth cup. You've taken 3 of them. Yep, done, over. You're not taking any more. Okay, pile 3. Let's get into some tarot for clarification, confirmation of what's already down here on the table. But this is all about a new path for you. So in whatever area of your life that is, these are the messages coming in. You can take them again individually or all as one. It's totally up to you how it resonates. Ace of Pentacles. Well, aces are new beginnings, and I want to say maybe by stepping out onto this new path, it's going to bring you new opportunities financially. It could be bringing you new opportunities in your career. It could just be bringing new abundance into your life in general. Like by stepping onto this new path, you've never felt so good, right? Like you're going to feel fantastic. You're going to feel just energized and, I don't know, abundant, all right? In many different areas. So I like that. We have the 6 of Swords. What I like about the 6 of Swords here is it's saying, yeah, you need to leave behind what was no longer serving you, and you need to get yourself over to a place that is good for you, that is going to serve you, and that will be this new path. And the 6 of Wands. Oh, I love how we had 8 and 8 and 6 and 6 come out. Look, 6 of Wands is celebration. 6 of Wands is you being recognized. So maybe for some of you on this new path, you're going to be recognized for the good that you're doing. You're going to be recognized because maybe this new path, like I said, is going to lead to new creative opportunities in job or finance, but you're going to somehow be recognized. It's going to be successful for you. Ooh, I love that message. Okay, nice. Let's do this one last oracle here. And this has a sentence or two usually that can help you along the way. So it also has a flower and a butterfly who could be your spirit animal even. Pile 3. Strength. Fennel is the flower or the plant, and the black swallowtail is the butterfly. So let's just see what the book has to say for maybe a little mantra that you can, say each day, or when you're feeling down, or, like, how do I continue on? Ooh, 3 sentences. I love it. In what ways am I strong? Ask yourself that, because sometimes we forget when we get down on ourselves, we forget the positive about ourselves. So in what way am I strong, or what ways? How can I tap into my strength and use it willfully in my life? Wow. Okay. And with this, so those are, sorry, it was 2 sentences. So those are the sentences, those are the things to ask yourself. When you're feeling down, maybe you just want to ask yourself each day, because it will help to keep you on the path, to keep going, to keep moving forward. Communication. Maybe, remember I said you could be seen? Maybe this has something to do with communication. Maybe you'll be speaking to people. Maybe you'll be doing what I'm doing, reading cards. Maybe you're a medium, or maybe you will be a motivational speaker, or maybe just within your job or your church or your community, you're going to speak up. I don't know. But communication is going to be important here. And I also feel like I want to say it's you communicating your needs to yourself when these revelations, when these messages come in, transforming yourself and getting yourself on your new path. I think it's almost like an internal dialogue that's going to be going on too, but I'm going to read the card because there'll be a message here for someone. A reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. I said there's going to be success here. Well, I didn't say it. The card says it, but you know what I mean. So pile 3, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the fact that you come back and watch my readings, my people who have subscribed to me. I really appreciate it. And again, if you could just help me out by, if you're not a subscriber, by subscribing, sharing, liking, communicating, you know, leave a little message, leave an emoji or something on the comment section. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again.